it's me. It's Ash, your wonderful Phoenix VTuber. I hope everybody is having a marvelous day. It is a beautiful day in sunny Florida. I have been looking for a left on a cliffhanger. Sorry, my Is it? Here we go. There we go. We've got no endings as of yet, other than a bad ending, apparently. That's not one of the actual endings. Okay. We wish to resume? Yes. Yes, we do. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Hey, betrayed us. Look at that. Hey, betrayed us. Bastard. That bastard.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
So you did indeed choose Ally.
You tricked me.
I apologize.
Sigma! Fucking idiot! Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
But he's not gonna just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What? Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with speed and agility that belied his size. A blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio, just grabbed the lever and pulled it down.
Oh no!
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Why did you do it? I trusted you, Kay.
The answer is obvious. 3 people have already been murdered. If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it,
I
Kay.
apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Hey, wait! He didn't even turn around.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma!
There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah. It's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. He stood there in silence, staring at the door. Only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance of escape was now to hope Kay would keep his word and contact them. Alice Luna, the old woman, who had killed them? And where had Court gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered. We had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. Game over. Okay, that was ally. Now we get to betray.
"30 seconds remain until..."
Kay had made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Did he really choose to ally? If I chose ally and he chose betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and to escape right away. Question was, how much could I trust him? How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
You know the answer to that.
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
So you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything.
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
Well,
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
that's the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose betray too, huh? If you just picked ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose betray.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa, nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? And that means we can play the AB game over and over using star keys.
So it would seem.
Alright, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the 4B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. Still got more than 80 minutes.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah. Like they've been shuffling around again. Like I'm blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
Say something.
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pair too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Color is quartz.
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
See.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. You don't actually know one of us is a killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Why did he kill Alice? Zero Senior wanted any of us dead. He could have done it while we were, I don't know, conscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off two halfway?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
Possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
No. Yeah, sure.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green. Once we're all done, let's meet up on your house, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
Infirmary. No one in the infirmary. Freaking there, as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Yeah. Lying silently on the bed furthest away from her. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would keep people in. Blood had dried and darkened, now looked like any other. That was when I noticed. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
Watch. I don't know, it just looks like it was kinda wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or something? Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape of our bracelet. Look, it's exactly the same.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when killed. She was a participant, just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Hey, something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding on to it. They probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, sensors and automatic doors would have picked up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old bracelet. Hey,
Yes.
Birdie! You're telling me they're probably wearing it.
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it. So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine. I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For
Hi,
whatever
Black
reason,
Blue.
however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
Why would some...
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's...
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over... That right. That's where the bracelet... The bracelet should have blood on it.
Right.
None of us is wearing a blood.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
You're saying they...
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Hey, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
Just need some of that luminol. Doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First, we need to finish looking at the work, though. Still got the infirmary and everything on the... Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone.
Understood. Shall we go then?
There's 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But... treatments. Looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. We're on the right. Column Bay. Huh, what's this?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe. Let's... Well, we're here to find Core, not looking. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Not here either. Hey, Kay, how's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a work. What the hell? Walk towards him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
Bent down and saw he was staring at something that was safe. It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
What are you doing staring into it?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
That have been... I think that was Dio, Phi, and...
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
You're saying they didn't go.
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did?
Well, there's no point thinking about it. Back.
Yes, and there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Even then. That's a good point. My mic's going in and out?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Lovely. I think it's kind of strange. Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. But why are there 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess. See if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hid. Small holes he might have escaped through. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
Windows all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Quark! No. Oh no. His bracelet. It's... Oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint. Heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive!
What
Hi,
a
Jean.
relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much as one as I could make. He patted me on the back and shared with what I thought he might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet on? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What?
I
Why?
have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in the pod thing too? Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. We found Quark!
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably.
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
Okie dokie. Thank you for the alert. You know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing, really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over to the cabinet. Inside was a luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, headed to the light switch, and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Take out your bracelet. You too, Phi. Please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side of the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. Not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled out the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
Ugh. Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Vi's bracelet is clean. So's mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove you're innocent.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Spun around towards the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All 3 of us leapt at Dio. I knew it! His bracelet's glowing. And that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio. You killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained defiant what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
The orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Oh, yes, they can! I know, right?
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
You know, that's a good point. He very well could be claustrophobic. They're still not there. Huh. Like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh man. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
And I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's a cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the...
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. Primary doors haven't even opened.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until doors open the rest of it.
So I would assume.
It's still all just speculation. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course.
So it would appear.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they
Yeah,
were
I
sent
know.
off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
The lounge. I actually really love the lounge. No one here either, huh? Ken Miyoji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I had noticed Kay was acting. He was staring at that shelf of alcohol in a way that I would probably have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit I kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? Still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes,
What did you remember?
my father.
When did you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So you remembered who your father was?
Yes,
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. Your dad raised you?
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when... As such, the only communication I had was education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, the father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. He didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to do. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. First I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing. She smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. That was what I wanted. I still had the education software my father had given. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. I couldn't really be sad, of course. I was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of a sadness didn't mean anything. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him. But I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship. I know, right? Everything changed when I was 8. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was. Something about the way she behaved was girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with it, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he had made the mistake of reading through the research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room. She made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the one I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, bright, and meaningful. Most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in a blink of an eye, until one day I happened to hear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She he would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. He died during his research. I was intended to continue it in. I was stunned. Hi, Drake! I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. Hi, Zelric! But she saw right through. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd showed me had been real. She made me feel if I had had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the... I pleaded with her to leave. She quietly shook. There was someone very special to her. He had saved her life once. Felt her death would help to repay that. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him, a happy, normal life together. She couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future, she was determined to see my father's research. I realized then that although she was a person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
Okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
That you remember almost everything.
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Okay.
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyo.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I know! It was such a massive lore dump. Well, guess I'd better get moving. Stepped out of the room and he ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
In the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answers, door to the lounge.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too. Said he wanted to rest for.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone. Remember, there's a real person inside that. Or he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. I don't know. Just about everything here makes zero sense. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't usually do that. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's melt and run out my ear. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we evil? What's this whole nonnery? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who's Zero Senior? Rabbit said he was one of us, but... You think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio... Said he was ordered to do it, but... There's more, too. What about the old... Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
You trailed off. You heard that, right?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator?
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs. Thought so.
Go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door. Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are. You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Point. They're fine. And Miyoji or Clover probably make that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. That's your own fault, Drake. Treatment center. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Open his. What the hell?
Check his pulse.
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look, the oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
That means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. No one's taking his bracelet? The cake is innocent, the cake is a lie. First time a meanie. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and he twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
He explained about how he'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of a thing. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
What? No, that's impossible. He's suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
He went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary door is open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
What?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
And we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the break.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelet? These Alice and Luna?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Quark's bracelet?
Or
what? Come on, man. Better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it. Gotta be kidding me. Funny Phi. You're right, then UK and Quark and I are the only people still alive in here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
Oh, I know. We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? No
I can't
point.
say for sure, but if I were to guess...
chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit! You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? 5 minutes, you're gonna be... See?
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that! You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Ah, God damn it. Bad. What was I gonna do? Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. Be continued. You're right. Well, you know, in all adventure games, adventurers' pockets are pockets of another dimension. They're all bags of holding. Another to be continued. I'm not evil. That's ally. So now we get to betray. I know. This one they say there's a password and that I should know it, but
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Amberdeck's game holding closes.
just press the damn button!
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you...
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answer. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
What she wanted!
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Were you telling the truth? If our BP hit 0, do we really?
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right? Don't worry. You made the right choice.
Better not have lied to me, so I'd choose betray.
Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
0.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
Hey, what do you mean 0's gonna tell me? Hey, Fi, hold on. Damn it.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor. Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma, why did you and Fi do that? All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together. After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points. But now why?
I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. I just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and he...
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna was sadness and disappointment. Vi opened her mouth, then shut it again, and I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose Ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose Betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote Betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose Betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose Betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it?
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
That was when I finally noticed Dio, Cork, and Tenmyoji.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
Looked like things hadn't gone as planned for the other team. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truth.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round
Yes,
2
everyone
of
is.
the Ambidex game
Everyone
will
is
be
me.
the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore? Got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long you'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth when you're losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary, right? Like you have to have 3 people, exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are there rules? Are the rules the
Nope.
same?
There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing you'll see. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What do you
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning enough people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Wait, hold on a minute. These things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really. You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmioldi, or Alas, or Mooney, or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Okay, the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate, and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Phil had been, or Phi had been, how had she known? Told us. Twitch chat is always evil.
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
There is nobody this pure. I took a moment to go over everything in my... The AB game would continue until someone opened the number. And Drake, don't even lie. You are not pure. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. Secondary chromatic door could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelet. Bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions. Left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you. Trust me, you should have seen it yesterday.
One last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look.
The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Phi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
Did
you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the fucking...
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Yeah, and you say you're not evil, Drake?
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. Don't really want it.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, let's about 40.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
After some nods and mumbling, they lit up and moved off to an... I was the only person who stayed behind. How the hell did I end up? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that I could have ended Rose game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, or at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? Had I witnessed an assassination? Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with a prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted in an honorary game, I sure couldn't see. Why was this happening to me? Thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. Memories were still blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2020. Early morning, California. Noon was beautiful. Just finished writing a paper due that day. Heading to my car from parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. Last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2. It meant that today was Christmas. So why was I at school typing away feverishly? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance. Part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would be a really good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. Twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? Jiggle the key into the slot and tried again. And again. Again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn. Stupid piece of shit. Hi, guy. No, no bunny ears. No. Council was about to get a visit of my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that was... It wasn't long before I realized that... Open, goddamn. What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That's when I saw it. But I was certain. There was someone behind my car. Spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go. Last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways. Passengers. My eyes slowly drooped. They opened again. I was in the AB room 5. Why is this happening? Spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. The devil horns neither. But even I knew what brooding and whining wasn't going to get me. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Huh. So these are the crew quarters.
Oh, Sigma. What are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like... We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
What happened to you? You've been acting weird ever since.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else. Clark. You're a grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder. Y'all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for... Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. Just trying to find a little meaning in all of this nonsense. That's it. Tell me, Ten. Are you really corkscrew? Clover.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Do you not want me?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here. This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Makes sense. Do you find any?
0.
What?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
Oh, what about you?
I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, got a point there. Why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the couple of rounds of... What is the note? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment, so rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment?
Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No. Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Hell, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
8, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. Let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other. Well, how do you know each other? I guess you could say we're co-workers. An organization? That's kind of vague. What kind of organization? That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay? Why can't you tell us? Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest? Hi, Shard!
Yeah! But what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here? Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys. I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice. I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys. Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you. So, I guess I'll go now. Go? Where are you going? I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. Then I'll be going too. Fine.
Here she goes. Tenmyoji.
Save it. I don't trust you any more than she does.
In other words, you aren't going to tell me anything.
Sorry.
Love you, and happy Mother's Day to you as well. Left Tenmyoji and headed back to the hallway. Yeah, I know. I have all my furry children. My furry babies. There are so many questions I wanted answers to, but I was looking like I'd have to suffer ignorance for a while longer. Well, to be fair, we just started and I did betray Luna. Besides, there were plenty more immediate problems that needed my... I sighed and filed my questions away to be dealt with later. Needed to focus. For the lounge. Yeah, happy Mama's Day to all the mamas out there.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Violet and I were the first into this.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
Really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Is that obvious? It's an astronomy mic. Apparently, it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah, 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Okie dokie. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we're just sleeping until the nonary started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
And today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh, well, I guess that explains why I feel kinda dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then... Day is today.
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical?
Just read the article.
Swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure. But look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are. But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I am feeling it.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also,
Yes, it is.
you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and the virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something. Yes, he does. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
What day is it? This Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were... Just how long have we...
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll go look around. I've already spent plenty of time here.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? There's only one other place I hadn't gone. Oh, you know he wants to touch. He is pretty. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
So busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
Better be telling the truth about this amnesia.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? Might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
No further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to it. Took no time at all to find something of. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
A hole?
Yeah, it looks like you hurt something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah. Insert brains?
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does.
Hi, Kevin.
But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever.
Welcome.
Having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Shouldn't we be making our way back to the rendezvous?
Oh shit, I totally forgot. Damn, we're already late.
All the more reason to move along.
Let's hurry. Come on.
You gotta learn your lesson one day, Drake.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
What the hell? You're late. You just thought you'd take your fucking time getting back?
Sorry.
Sorry's not gonna cut it. Did you forget how this works? I'm your partner. Any later, you'd have killed us both, especially me.
You should remember that too, Sigma. I can't go through without you. You got back in time, but you need to be more careful.
Hey.
Please stop fighting. This isn't the time for that. She's right, you know. The doors have already opened. We need to hurry up and figure out our teams.
So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
Options by laid out for us worth following. Option A. I know you're a glutton for punishment. Alice and I pair up with Luke, go through the Senmyoji and Quark. Genta would pair up with go through the door. Vi and Dio would pair up with Kay and open the red door. Option B, Alice and I would pair up with Kay and go through the Then Miyoji and Quark pair up with Luke, open the red door. Vi and Dio pair up with Clover and open the or Alice and I and Clover pair up and go through the red door. And Miyoji and Quark pair up with Kay Magenta and open the door. Vi and Dio would pair up with Luna and open the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, so who's going to go where?
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh? Me?
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
You betrayed me last time, Vi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Vi and I won't be choosing Betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose Ally and we chose Betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here. Right, Vi?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a chance on you.
Oh no. You sure about this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay, since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then? That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door. Any objections?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
If there were any objection, there was no time for it.
Let's go!
The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran for our door.
3, 2, 1, 0.
We didn't have a choice this time.
Chromatic doors closing.
Hey, I didn't have a choice. Huh? Is this a dead end?
There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
I wonder what this thing does.
Well, it's got a lever.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing. Huh? Well, that's...
It opened the door on the right.
That seems kind of weird. I mean, why'd that just that one? What about the other?
Details, details. Hardly seems important to me. They gave us a way forward. I say we take it. Come along now.
Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off towards the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. Hey, I can't help where, you know, the pantry.
Whoa! This is amazing! Who'd ever need this much underwear? Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right?
Oh,
and
nice.
there are a lot of boxes.
Panty?
Isn't that what it said on the door?
Clover dear, it didn't say panty.
The pantry.